Good morning, all of you. Now I am going to explain you Literature chapter 32. The name of the chapter is Peter's Christmas Tree 1. This is the first part of Peter's Christmas Tree. Okay. Oh, only 2 more days for Christmas, cried Molly. Tim and she were very happy indeed, for they were helping Mr. Brown, the gardener, with the Christmas tree. The children put the tree in a wooden barrel. Now hold it erect, said Mr. Brown, packing earth round the roots. Soon the tree stood firmly by itself. There you are, said Mr. Brown. How pretty it looks in that barrel, said Molly. So, Molly and Tim, who were the two characters of this story, they just went to help Mr. Brown. Who was Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown was the gardener. They just helped Mr. Brown to arrange a Christmas tree in a wooden barrel because there was Christmas after 2 days, and that's why they were very much excited. How pretty it looks in that barrel, said Molly. Molly said that this Christmas tree looks very pretty in that wooden barrel. Yes, it will be even more pretty when it is covered with toys and candles and balloons, said Tim. What a pity that Peter cannot see it. And Tim said that it will look very pretty when it will be covered with balloons, candles, and toys. But there was a sad thing that Peter cannot see it. Who was Peter? Peter was Mr. Brown's son, who often played with Molly and Tim. So Peter was Mr. Brown's son, and he also the friend of Molly and Tim. The little boy had been ill and could not come out of door. What for Peter cannot see this Christmas tree? Because he was ill, and that's why he cannot come out the door. Perhaps you could bring him to see it on Christmas Day, said Molly. Now Molly said that, okay, Peter can see it on Christmas Day. Mr. Brown shook his head and said sadly, I am sorry that Peter is not well. He cannot come out or ever leave his bed. But Mr. Brown, who was the father of Peter, he said that it is very sad news that Peter never leave his bed. What a pity, said Molly. Molly was very sad to hear this. Yes, said Tim, I should not like to be ill at Christmas time. Tim also agreed with her. Later in the day, Molly said to Tim, let us do something to make little Peter happy on Christmas. And in the next day, Molly told Tim that they must do something for Peter to keep him happy on Christmas. Oh, certainly, agreed Tim. Tim also agreed with her. Let us think of a plan. So they thought very hard. In the end, Tim cried, I have a plan. Now, Tim said that we must plan something for Peter. And they thought very hard, and the end, Peter just find out a plan. He went to Molly and whispered something to her. She smiled and said, I think it's a very good plan. Now Tim went to Molly and said something, whispering to her. And when Molly heard his plan, then she also agreed with him, and she told him that it's a very good plan. They told their mother and father, and they said it's a splendid idea. When Molly and Tim told their parents, they also said that it's a splendid idea. That means it's a very good idea. I wonder what you will think of Team's plan. You will read about it in the next lesson. I know that you are very excited to hear the team's plan, but it's not written here. This lesson is up to here, and in the next part of this lesson we must read about the plan of Tim and Molly. That's mean what's plan they did for Peter. Okay, so now up to here, and I will give you some question answer and exercise from this chapter. Okay.